We are live.
Hockey fans, welcome back to another special edition of the Hockey Nation Live Show. This is your host, Cold Frenchies, directly from the booth. We have to go all the way to the West Coast to find our co-host, Michael DeVellano. Good morning. Happy Wednesday, middle of the week. And we have another busy night tonight in the NHL. It was a slow night yesterday, and it's a boring week. And has to be a Montreal Canadian fans, you nothing to do tonight, so you do something else. But we watched other game that will maybe helping the other fans of Montreal to not too much criticize about their team when they see other team performing. But overall, yesterday, the big news was all about two big news, but I think the biggest news is about Mr. Tim Peel.
This guy, I mean, listen, as a coach, I don't know what the rules of the game are, Pierre, because they change game to game. I think that there's been a lot of frustration this year with ticky-tack penalties, but I think historically, like
first of all, he was the referee yesterday between the Detroit Red Wings and the Nashville Predators. Yeah. So that start everything.
For sure. Sure. And he wants to, he got
they have a penalty. They have a penalty against Colorado or maybe not. It was Advertson, I believe. Goal breakaway, whatever it was, the play.
And then dive on Johnny Merrill.
He jumped on the goaltender, right?
Oh, the first one you mean?
Yeah, and he did not call the penalty with it. So that's the first one there. Then after that, during the game, he mentioned about he should give a penalty, whatever it was the conversation. But the problem was the mic he was on, so people heard the conversation where he used also the F-bombs behind that part over there. So,
but the bigger issue is the integrity of. I wanted to give them a penalty early on, right? So it's like he's premeditating giving Nashville a penalty. You can't do that. That's the job of the refs. They got 4 guys on the damn ice. Their job is just to call the damn rule book.
So at the end of the day is because he mentioned that part over there, right? So now many ex-player, people talking, expert coaches. John Hines, coach for Predators, said, we heard this all the time. We know this all the time.
Of course.
Between the period, between on the ice, at the timeout TV, the referee would say, hey, by the way, I missed that one, I'm pretty sure. Or you're going to give, I don't know, you're going to give a 5 versus 3, right? 2 penalty for Colorado example. And then I'm telling you right now, 90% the next penalty is going to be for opponent team. And 90%. So,
why is this a shock? Oh, you're not allowed to, they've been doing this since the beginning of time, Pierre. You've been on the bench. I've been on the bench. How many times are there makeup calls? How many times is one team in the lead and they think, oh, let's even it out? It depends on where you are and who the ref is. Like you could be in Washington State, there's going to be ticky-tacky little penalties and they're picking the side. In Toronto, they're going to just try to make it so it's, if one team's running up the score, they're not going to get any calls anymore. Like, you just know.
Yeah, so the point is Colin Campbell make a statement this morning about inequity and NHL and honest, everything like that. And they just decide to remove the referee. And he's going to lose, but he's not lose his job. He's just removed from NHL. And he is a guy ref over 1,000 game, I believe.
Is Colin Campbell still working the NHL?
Yeah.
What?
He's still there.
Really?
Yeah.
Wow, I didn't even know that. NHL Senior Executive Vice President of Hockey Operations, Colin Campbell. Man, I thought he was long gone. Wow, that's crazy. Well, there's a guy that's been around a while.
So that's what happening. So there was a big news over there. This morning, everybody talk about this, coaches, expert, everything like that. The only problem that because the mic was open. That's it. If the mic is not open, nobody here, and nobody talk about this situation. He's still referee tomorrow night.
referee, like coaches are all over refs. It's a tough thing, but there's 4 of them on the ice. Now, the problem is the interpretation of the rule book, and then there's like the unwritten rules. So, like we have terms for it. They put away the whistle. They even it out. Like it's a makeup call. They didn't make up these words yesterday.
No, it's just he express. He express is how you think, and that's what everybody knew about that. So for the nitty-gritty of the NHL, for the fans, for the management, for the players, that's what they put Tim Peel out now. So.
Of course. So the question is, if the NHL was doing like this year, the coaches are complaining about what?
Really? COVID-19.
Well, but the refereeing is like there's just cheap, ticky-tacky little penalties. Like you don't know what's going to be a call and what's not. It's like, oh, you touch the guy and it's a call.
I think again, it's more about consistency because you have some game, you have 2 penalty for 6 penalty minute max, but you don't have a lot of penalty game anymore like it was. It's rare you're going to have like 8, 10 power play both team now. You're going to see 1-3, 1-2, 1-0, 0-3. It's less penalty this year was before.
There's no fighting, right, Pierre? Like there's no enforcers. Those are gone for the most part. So it's a lot less. And the calls that there are, like the players are very disciplined generally. There are stick infractions, but there's stuff where you touch on a guy and he's fallen and they're calling it. So I think the NHL, this is great because it makes them look bad. But what's really made them look bad is how they're not giving the referees any direction. And this is, probably part of it, which is they're not sitting there emphasizing the integrity of the game. They're saying you have to call this in the rule book because they would have ferreted this guy out well before now. He's not the only one.
But again, I always said our same thing. You can put 8 referee, 1 referee, 6 referee. It's not about judgment, right? And Michael Devanenu can see that play, call it, and then another person beside him don't call it. Whatever is the reason, both of you have reason. Yeah, you're right because you had decision to take, and so it's really you cannot be perfect, right? No. You cannot be. The only thing I think is like you said is integrity. Be sure you not turn around like a 0-8 for one thing versus what I mean. But I think in general it's pretty good. But I think some people miss a lot.
It really depends where you are.
Yeah. So let's make honestly that situation for the Tim Peel, but they try to protect the head. They try to protect the injuries for big player. Again, the board, everything like that. And you still have every game, couple of not every game, but one night you're going to have also someone get hit from the board or a knee or something like that.
Well, I think the other thing that would be really nice if they address Pierre is the hitting from behind. I don't understand this. Like you're trying to protect headshots. You're worried about trip little nonsense. And how many times are guys getting hit from behind? They can't protect themselves.
Yeah, but it's funny you bring this because I would bring to you. So you have this Gallagher get hit in the corner. I think it was Vancouver's whatever the last game, whatever it is, right? And then the people were screaming. The experts said, "This why did they call the 2 minute there?" It really is now you have another. Now you have two player in NHL. I think one was Jay Beagle, is someone like they've been in the league for 10, 15 years. And he said the player, they know they're going to get called at 2 minutes if they turn their back to the players. So they learn now that some players, they know they're going to get hit in the back. Yeah, they show their number.
Absolutely.
So that's what he said. That's minimize the integrity or loyalty to players like that to do that. So it was another, like a lot of people blaming the ref and everything like that. And they have a couple of players playing NHL for over 12 years, 15 years, express another way where he said, look, when I play hockey at the beginning here in the NHL, this never happened. This is never going to now. The player learning to turn their back, show the number. And for me, it was a great point to another perspective of someone in the league. You know what I mean? So
listen, it's a tough job. Nobody's saying it's not. The guy got caught. He's not the only one. It's the way it is. It's humans.
Yeah. Yeah.
Oh well. Tim Peel, go ref men's league.
Who was the first one lost his job as a referee?
Oh man.
After a game.
After a game?
Yeah, like this. Like someone left the game. Like it was the last game because of that situation or a situation.
I don't know. Don Koharski retired, right?
Bruce Hood.
Oh, that's right. But he was a ref for a long time. He was a pretty bad ref sometimes, but
so why
he was a ref for a long time. Is he not in the Hockey Hall of Fame?
I don't know. I don't think so.
Really?
No, after what happening during his game.
What was his last game?
No, remember?
Yeah, he was nominated in 1994.
Really?
But he's not been elected.
Okay.
Pierre, you and I will be elected. We'll be like elected before.
We're going to be on the
if they put that guy in the
we'll be on the broadcasting live Hall of Fame one day.
Yeah, right. I hope not. Oh my god.
Because
only one there. Drone photography. There's more than that. There's more than one person here. Jesus.
But the point here is because the game between Quebec Nordic, Montreal Canadian, the Friday night.
Oh, the massacre. Yeah.
That's him.
With that. God, those were, geez. That was a great rivalry, Pierre. I love the Nordiques then. It was like, I hated them too, but they were so, like, when they had Michel Goulet and the Stasny brothers, it was pretty awesome. Yep. Even Dale Hunter was there.
So it was a big one over there, and that's the only reason. Drone photography. I'm the only one here. Welcome if you are the only one.
Yeah, I mean,
we need more drone
people,
like you,
buddy.
buddy.
I don't know what you're talking about. Maybe you're the only one commenting. Someone else comment. You're embarrassing us here. All right, what do you think of this game? Devils Flyers.
The score don't show exactly what happening because they score an empty net. I think 2 goals.
Really?
At least one.
Wait, who did? Philadelphia did.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah, it was 4-1.
Yeah. And
got a pair of, were they empty netters that early?
Oh yeah.
At 11 minutes?
Maybe not. So the third goal was what?
The third goal was Couturier at 11:37 in the third. That made it 4-2. So it must have been just.
He missed one. He's 4-2. He missed one goal.
They didn't score it. Why would they score?
He scored at 1 minute 2 seconds, I believe.
Yeah, 18:58.
Yeah, there we go. So they scored an empty net there.
The goalie?
And they removed the goalie there, and then they score, and then they almost score again, like it was close. They tie up the game. But again, the fire was not there at all this game. Devils, great game for the Devils. To be honest with you, I have to give credit. Blackwood was great in front of net, but I think the line, Zaka with the Russian kid, Zakarantavich, whatever his last name. So you have a great game yesterday. 1 goal, 1 assist, I believe.
That's a good goal.
So yeah, so that's happening during that game, and I think Flyers came too late, played the last period.
Jeez.
So yeah.
I just demonetized us, Pierre, right there.
What?
I showed a video.
I know. Cannot do that.
God damn it. How are we going to
what happening there? That's really happened between.
Right, who scored for the Devils?
Zaka.
Zaka, yeah. I was glad to see Pavel Zaka score. Joel Ferrer 14th. Or Zajac. No, Zaka didn't get it. Zajac scored.
Zajac, I'm sorry. Sorry. Yeah. But again, he was this one. But again, this was a pass for the Russian kid.
Sharagovich got a goal.
And he scored before that one also. The goal of Zajac was about 10 seconds at the first period, I believe.
Mike McLeod scored the first one.
A second period. Yeah, to 24 seconds, second period. But Zarakovic score. Honestly, I missed the part of the first period. But
You're not getting paid anyway, Pierre. It doesn't matter.
Yeah, but Zakarovic and have a great goal again, and then he helped Zach. You have a helper on the Zaga goal, where it's another great goal over there. But again, we have to mention one thing here is the performance of Ty Smith. Nobody talk a lot about him as a rookie.
Ooh, that's a good goal.
And he's doing very well.
Yeah, I mean, I love Ty Smith. He killed us in the WHL. He killed us in the playoffs. Like it was like you had no answer for him. He was so good. Now, I mean, you're seeing it in the NHL. They got a top pairing D there.
Yeah. On the flip side, they missed a lot. Couturier this year. I don't know how many games he played this year. I will check. But
look, Denver says you're not the only one, buddy.
20. He has only played 20 game.
Ty Smith, yeah, and he's got 14 points or 12?
15. But I'm talking about Couturier right now. But
Couturier, I'm sorry.
Yeah, 1 point per game, a 21 point, 20 game. He didn't play all the game for the Flyers. He missed about 11 game, and I think that's hurt a lot Flyers.
Probably. I mean, he's clearly their best overall player. I mean, he's good 2 ways.
Denver, welcome in the house, buddy. Hopefully you're doing well.
Everybody left. What happened?
And I'm sure you are doing well with your team, by the way. If you live in Denver, I don't know if you're Denver, but
he says he's got a Red Wing picture. I don't know about that.
I don't know. I cannot say.
Yeah, it's Detroit versus scoring on. Is that Vancouver or is that Toronto?
So he's a Red Wing. He's maybe your buddy.
Yeah, they're horrible. They're coming along, right? They're going to leave second.
Now, it's good to mention about Ty Smith. I think we don't give him enough credit. He's really become, I've been honest with you. You can watch him. He have a great pass on the. That's him on the goal. Zajac.
Yeah,
that's him. Great pass from the left. To him. He sent the puck there, so it was pretty good to see that.
He's so sorry. The guy's never played a game in the AHL. He went right from the WHL to the NHL.
Really?
I guess so. Yeah, I don't know why. I thought he was in the AHL.
Check the stat. Welcome, everybody. Good thing about having you boys to give us some comments or question we can answer to you, and we will try the best we can to helping you.
Yeah, so he went right from being in Spokane last year to the Devils.
Yeah,
no apprenticeship needed with that guy.
Good for him.
Yeah, very good. All right, Pierre.
Second game.
What was our next game? We had Chicago and Florida with no Barkov.
That was the big blowout for the Panthers. They heard at 6:30 or 7 o'clock. Barkov will be out of the lineup, scratch. The good news about Campbell said after the game of this morning, he's going to be out, but it's not like a long time, so we don't know if what's going on with him. We're going to know maybe more during the day today. But he's not going to expect to missing a lot of games, so that's the good news for them. I've been honestly with you. First of all, it was the Chicago celebrate Patrick Kane yesterday. His 1,000 game, and he gave maybe a skate around, right?
Oh, okay.
And the player was not there. The Panthers here, everything like that. But I just want to mention this to you. Hockey is very special for me. It's about loyalty, integrity, relationship, and I've been in this for many years. And Joel Campbell get out, and he show up.
Oh, did he?
And wave to him when he was skating around. This really, for me, is priceless. Some stuff like that you never forget, and they win 3 cup together, and I think that's a big thing about that. So
here.
yeah. So just want to mention this to you. Blackout was all. I think that's those game. Um, all about the Panthers.
They didn't show it. Jeez, I thought they would have showed it.
Yeah, it's all about the Panthers. Honestly, all about the Blackhawks. They was hungry at the beginning of the game, and I feel like the way they played at the beginning, first period Panthers, I think they was missing Barkov. Like they didn't know what to react. You know what I mean? Like Ashiri was the first center of the you know what I mean?
Oh my god!
You have a good game. So you have an amazing, great game. But again, so you have a couple of chance in the lineup. One player was. I'm sorry.
You got 2 assists.
Yeah. One player I was being honest with you, I was impressed yesterday for the Panthers was Tippett. Tippett have a very good game yesterday. He didn't score, but again, I think he can show a little bit what he is. And the Blackout was hungry at the first period. They dominated first period. They were all over the Panthers. Panthers, they do what they do. They coming always the third period, finish strong. They dominate 14-7, I believe, the third period again. Not good enough time to score. But again, I think at the end of the day, they missed a couple of opportunities. Lankinen was unbelievable in front of net. To be honest with you, he stopped 33 out of 35 shots. Another great performance for him. He was the first star of the game. Patrick Kane was the second star. Angel, how you call him?
Hagel.
Yeah. Impressive yesterday. Kubelik scored, but he really fit over there. I like the play, the way he play. He have 1 or 2 assists yesterday, and then I like him a lot. Drager was not bad, but at the end of the day, not good enough on offensive side for the Panthers to win.
Former Red Deer Rebel.
Yeah. So he looked good, to be honest with you.
Coach Frenchie, any streams you're doing for the game this week, knowing all the Habs games this week are postponed?
Yeah, we're going to go John 1 tomorrow night, Florida against Panthers. We'll see there. I know we have no game for the Habs, so we have to go back on the live stream a couple of times. So we'll be back Thursday night. If you want to join, no problem. And I know no game until the 28th. They cancel 4 games.
So we had a little drama in this game, but it was mainly around the referee. Otherwise,
we mentioned about that one over there. I think that this game is all about Zaros is unbelievable. He did the same thing he did yesterday in Detroit. He did the same thing in the Panthers. He stopped 31 or 21 shot. 31. I can see it. He just go through down.
Yeah, 31 of 31 gets a shutout.
Yeah.
I mean, Thomas Greiss cannot buy a win, Pierre. They just,
but you know what I mean? Like, you have to be like stop both goals and not to have no win. You know what I mean?
Crazy.
So you don't perform when he is there, but at the end of the day, Nashville, it was a welcome back to Captain Roman Huzi yesterday, so that was good about that one over there. To have him back in the lineup. Nashville won the last 3 of the last 4 games, I believe.
Yeah,
so a little bit better for them.
Hang in.
Yeah, I mean,
I didn't expect Chicago to win last night. They got a little bit of a break, so that helps.
The Central Division for the 4th place is open up for Columbus, Nashville, Dallas, and Chicago.
Yeah, I mean, Dallas loses again last night in a game that we kind of expected they would lose. It was close, but they're getting reps. Like they're not going away. They're still got 4 games in hand, these guys. So even if they get 3 wins there, they're suddenly ahead of everyone except Chicago.
Right now they play Tampa, and then after that it's the Florida Panthers. So
good luck.
Not any break over there.
Good luck.
It was 2-1, by the way, not 2-0.
Oh, 2-1. Sorry.
Yeah. So so Detroit, again, they lost again, but they did not lost by 6-7. They always offer a good game all the time, and I think that would be, that's what happened for them for sure. So
with the Red Wings.
yeah.
Yeah, sorry, and you're right. The Stars lose 2-1.
Yeah, the next one, it was the Lightning. First of all, I have to mention to you, Vasilevsky got his 12 game straight. He's about 2 game at the NHL record for the most straight game by the goaltender. It's 14. So he's 12-0-0 right now. He's looking amazing. And again, he got like only 1 goal again.
Wait, didn't Bernie Perron win 33 games in a row?
What?
Bernie Perron, doesn't he have the record 33 games in a row?
I don't think so. I think the record of Bernie Perron is with tie with something like that. No.
Let's look. I'm curious now.
I'll give you the record about that one.
It's 47 win season, back-to-back cups, blah blah blah. I don't know what. So you think it was just like undefeated?
Yeah, just looking. The longest winning straight goaltender NHL history is 14.
Huh.
Sergei Popovsky with Columbus 5 years ago. Jonas Hiller for the Anaheim in 13-14. Tom Barrasso, Pittsburgh in 93. And then Tinny Thompson, Boston in 2029. Your buddy Chris Osgood for Detroit, 13 and 96. And Eddie Johnson, Boston in 71. Martin Brodeur and one goaltender. I know if you know him, I would say, wow, good luck. Ross Brooks.
From what era?
With Boston in 73, 74.
What?
Yeah. I had no clue who he is.
Who was that? Ross
Brooks.
I've never heard of this guy.
No.
What? Wait, He barely played.
He played 13 games because he won 12 of them.
What? So right here, 73, 74?
Yep.
Who knew? 16-3, 236. Jeez.
He was a backup at Eddie Cheevers.
Yeah. Oh, no, Gilles Gilbert.
Gilles Gilbert.
Yeah.
Was not bad, a good goal. He was good.
He was a good goalie.
Yeah.
Yeah, he was a very good goalie. He came at the tail end with Detroit. He was some of the.
I want to mention this for the Lightnings. We talk about Stamkos. We talk about Kuchera. We talk about Brendan Point. We talk about Victor Edmond. And it can go like this, right? Vasilevsky and Sergachev. But by the way, Vasilevsky sent the puck straight in the face of Sergachev last night. But we forgot him. I think he's like the new Brand Marchand, the new Gallagher is about Yannick Gourde. He's 12 of the year yesterday.
Yeah, he's so good. He's just buried there. He can play all 3 forward positions, Pierre. He's fast. He's built like a fire hydrant. He's like 5'9", 210.
Yep. He played third line, first line, second line. He play up and down. He's really, he disturbed other team. And, it's just want to mention him because he has 12 goals this year. He had 31 game, 30 game. I don't know how many games they have right now.
I mean, all you got to do is go back to 2017-18, and this guy had 64 points in his first full year. He's always been able to produce good numbers. Like last year was off, but he played great in the playoffs.
Yeah,
I was hoping, Pierre, because there's like Palat, Gourde, and Johnson. I was like, Detroit, Stevie Y, go get him, because he would been like so much better than Nemenstikov.
They should trade Tyler Johnson for Detroit. I think Eisenman should take him. Like
they should have, yeah.
If you check Ty Johnson, how many goals he has, the minute 7. He play, he play on the third line. He don't play 4 line. He's really a top 6. Pierre. So
he's a legitimately very good second line centerman. He's better at center. He gets lost on the wing.
I just want to insert to NHL about this. My only concern about Columbus is the consistency against other team. They lost against Carolina. I'm not worried about them. So how are they going to respond against Chicago, again Dallas, again Florida, again Nashville, and Detroit? That's what they get their point at. They do that. I think they would beat. I would not be surprised they pass Chicago at the end of the year. One reason right now they're looking better. First of all, we have to mention that Jones have an amazing, great weeks last week.
Yep.
I turn around now a little bit better. We have a difficult time this year, and they have a great goaltender over there. And their defenseman is great. It's just to see what they're going to do on offensive line, on an offensive, right? Atkinson is off right now. Domi is off. Laney is off. So they need more positivity. But if they can score 3-4 goals, they will win their 90% of those games usually.
If only they had a number one centerman.
But everybody missed a couple of pieces over there, right? But to be a part of that top four, that's what you need to do. My point to them is the next 10 game. It's really one I want to see the next 10 game, like Dallas and Columbus, what they're going to be and what Chicago is going to do the next 10 game. Is if Chicago can keep them, and they have to keep their 7th win of the 10 game if they want to make it.
I mean, Roslovic overall, you'd like to see him score a little bit more, but he's panned out pretty well. I mean, better than the Max Domi move. Line A, you got to say, is a bit of a disappointment overall. But man, he's got so much ability. I'm not sure what to do with that guy. It's kind of weird. Do you think Laine will stay?
Who?
Patrick Laine?
I don't know. Foligno is at the end of his contract. So right now they are the mix. Right now he have a bad year. TCA, very bad. Healthy scratch. Yeah.
Oh, I like Tessier.
He does not play. He's so bad.
Is he in France?
Yes.
What? What happened?
No. He was born in France.
He's playing in France, Pierre.
No. Yeah. I know.
Look, he left. He's not on the roster.
No, he is there.
I don't think so.
Yeah. He was healthy scratch like 2 days ago.
So why is he not on the roster? So is he playing?
He's right there. And he's right there in the middle, number 42.
I know, but look, see, there's the star. Oh, here, I'll show you. Look. It's showing he's no longer on the Columbus roster, and he's in France. What is going on? Is that right? He should not be in France. He's too good for that.
I have no clue.
That is weird. Move to taxi squad.
Yeah.
So is it just a weird thing where he's not on the roster because of taxi squad and he started the year in France?
That's what I thought, but they put the 2 game after that, so I don't know.
That's got to be. He's too good, Pierre. He's a good player.
I like a tough year, but
yeah, he's a good player. He just needs. I don't know. I think he'll be really good in here. You watch him; he's so fast. He plays like.
Yeah, 0 point, 1 point the last 16, 17 games.
Well, welcome to Columbus. I mean,
we'll see. What's the next game?
All right, what's the next game?
That's a surprise me, that one.
Which one?
The next one.
Coyotes?
Yeah.
Surprised everybody.
Another comeback from the Coyotes. That's their 4th of the year. Also, we want to mention the 200 goal of Nathan McKinnon, and for Colorado, congratulations to McKinnon, who was the fastest players in the history of Colorado, Quebec, to score the quickly 200 goal.
For Colorado?
Or Nordic. The fastest one.
From Quebec?
Or Quebec or Nordic or Colorado, both of them.
Oh, the fastest in Quebec, Nordic, Colorado history to score 200 goals?
Yeah.
Michel Goulet?
You close. Peter Stastny.
It was one of the two. I mean,
yeah.
Both could score at the same time.
Another great performance. McKinnon, he got 3 points yesterday. Another good performance. Rantanen scored his 19th of the year, I believe. But again, it's more about Coyotes. They come back for the fourth time this year. Only 2 teams, Florida and another team, have come back 5 times this year so far to get a W. We have to congratulate Adam Hill. To be honest with you, the bad news for Coyotes, they lost also yesterday. Renta is out now, so they don't have Cooper and Renta. So
that's bad.
Yeah, because now they have to go with Hill, and I'm just surprised this year so many goaltenders fall apart.
I guess I'm not, just because of the condensed schedule. I mean, they play the whole game. That there's still practices going on. I think they're very susceptible to injury already. You play 60 minutes a game with all that equipment. That's why I think Toronto was smart with 4 goals.
No, but you can see that, like, Boston, Rask is out, right? Popperski at the beginning of the year, and you can go all the way like that. Kumper is out, and you lose Top Nick at some point. You can go all the way like that. You know what I mean? Ottawa have 4 goals, then the injury list. You know what I mean?
It does not surprise me. I think that the wear and tear of the shortened schedule is worse on the goalies than the players.
Yeah. So Samsonov also is out, right? So he was out at some point, and Saros has just come back, and we can go like this almost every team.
Yep.
So it's pretty amazing.
Yep. And then you look at Toronto, and they've got like Campbell and Anderson and Hutchison, and they had Dell. So I think they kind of anticipated, like, we need 4 goalies. That's why Vegas was smart and like, no, we need 2 number ones there. Plus they got the Danish kid, and well, he's not kid anymore, is he? But oh my God, what's his name? Anyways, everybody's got like some backup plan, and then you got guys that have nothing.
Yeah.
So I don't know. This was definitely a surprise. Went to shootout.
I mentioned also the first goal of tonight, the 9 of the Jacob run. It's good for him to see that.
He's had a great year, Pierre, overall.
Yeah. So it's a good game to see that. And
winding up, just a wrister.
Yeah, it was also the first game of the Hohenson yesterday. So for the Colorado Avalanche, they gave 5 goals. Yeah. That'll be happening there for another good point. So this is really good for Coyotes. They need that if they want to stay in the race. They don't win a lot for the last couple of games, and then that'd be good for them to do that. So,
all right, what are you excited about tonight? Any games?
I just wanted to mention, because you talk about the Bruins. They supposed to practice today. They should be fine to play tomorrow. That's the first thing on the COVID-19. So that's the first news about that. We'll see happening. We know already Montreal is on the postponed game until the March 28th. They're going to be reevaluated. We don't hear anything else why they have only 2 players right now, but it could have more players. We maybe heard this more the next couple of days, but that's the situation with Montreal. Before we join the game tonight, I wanted to mention to you the draft 2022 was accepted by the governor. They're going to have only 2 team now on the lottery.
So before they've been drawing 2, right? Or 3, I mean. And it limits.
Yeah. So they dropped the 3 to 2.
All right. So teams will be restricted from moving up more than 10 spots. What?
But this is coming only in 2022.
Well, that's the next draft.
Not this coming. Not this coming. This coming is only about 3 to 2.
Got it. So again, Detroit will get screwed.
So,
Detroit will win first overall, and then there'll be no franchise player. They'll get another Dylan Larkin and get Beniers. They need a D. They should pick a D, but maybe not. They need everything. So it's interesting. All right. So teams will be restricted from moving up more than 10 spots if it wins the lottery. Why is it so many spots? That's crazy. Teams cannot win the lottery more than twice in a 5-year period.
Well, the reason it said that to you is because they cannot give like what they did with the Rangers from 16 to 1.
which is crazy. But even 10 seems a lot.
So,
why wouldn't they make it so if you win, you only move up 5 spots?
Because you have team like with that don't make the playoff, and then also the first round pick, whatever they are. So, I think that was the reason last year, but we'll see what's happening. But I just want to mention too, the second thing I want to mention, they signed a big contract with a company called Synergy, about all the lights and the building. They're going to have a contract for over 4,800 different ring around America.
Okay.
So that'd be great for energy saving, everything like that,
Okay.
and also for the gas, whatever they call it. So big contract for this. Was a big news in NHL this morning, about that one over there.
Interesting.
Yeah.
All right.
So another good night tonight, NBC double night. So I like when the Wednesday night is a double header on TV. So this is a back-to-back game. Ottawa beat Flame 2-1, and we'll see how again we can talk about Dallas, Calgary, and they are kind of team where inconsistency, and Columbus and the team right now. I think we can put on the same conversation. But Calgary cannot drop those games against Ottawa.
They might. I mean, I don't know. I think that I don't know what Ottawa's going to do in net. I can't see their goaltending holding out for 2 games in a row. But the Flames are not going to generate crazy offense. So I don't know what to think. I think
it's a kind of game they can score 4-5 goals because the goaltender situation.
They could.
Yeah.
We've just seen so many 2-1 games already from them. I just think that's the way they're going to go. I mean,
like I said, I don't give on them. It's just like they need to find that kind of. I'm not sure they can able to find like a 5-6 game stretch. They played 2 great games against Montreal. They play 1 good game against Toronto. Then they lose Ottawa. They lose 1 game against Toronto. It's so hard to go from 500 to jump 650. You have to find 9 and then 10, and I don't see those kind of teams do that. You're going to see this from Washington. You're going to see this from Islanders. You're going to see maybe Toronto and Edmonton. But those teams like Montreal, Vancouver, Vancouver did pretty good, but still, it's too hard to get that kind of stretch game.
Yep. So that'll be interesting. The Wild and Ducks, look for the Wild to run over the Ducks, but
No, the Wild, it's they struggled for the last 5 games. I'll be honest with you, they still winning the last game 2-1. And then this you talk about Buffalo mess. I think Anaheim is a kind of player, like it's a kind of team like that right now. But again, I'm happy for them. I'll have to give him credit. You know what? They bring Tristel, they bring Zegras, they go there with the young guys. Terry play, still play, Comtois play, and he you know what I mean? Like check their lineup and
let them play.
See 5 or 6 good player there.
Well, I mean, look, they're letting them play, and the guys that are the veterans are the ones that are not doing great. I mean,
I agree with you that one.
Silver's terrible. Reichel's doing fine, but he's a yo-yo up and down. So, I mean, I think the kids are probably let them play.
Yep, I agree with you, and I think that's great for them to see that.
Silverberg, like, come on. I don't know.
Yeah, but that's trouble over there. And, on the flip side, we'll give you a Gibson have a lot of trouble. He's an injury a lot this year. Don't play the level he should play. So
no, he's definitely not. I don't know. I think when he's healthy, he's amazing. Like he's a great goaltender. I just don't think in that situation it's going to work.
Yep.
The Sabres are going to win tonight, right, Pierre?
It was mentioned by someone today about maybe tonight is the end of the Sabres, but I don't see it against Pittsburgh.
I don't think so. I think you just got to keep saying they're going to win tonight, and then one day maybe they will. Jets and Canucks. This is a good game. I'm really interested in this. I think Jets got to get back on the winning side of things. A little bit of a streak would be nice, and the Canucks got to claw back to 500. So I think they're both going to be hungry. I feel like we're still not seeing a great performance from Elias Peterson. Like he's getting points, but
Yeah.
You want
We'll see.
a little more from him. I mean, this is not what you would expect. He's got 10 goals in 26 games, but he's missed 10 games, Pierre.
Yep.
That's not how. Is he still out or is he back?
For who again?
Peterson, Elias Peterson.
Yeah, he's still out. They're missing a lot of players there. They're missing now, Orvat. He's a day-to-day right now. Maybe come back. But Orvat, Peterson, Beagle, Pearson. They missed a couple of defensemen at the beginning of the year. So it's a team, but, this thing go how them go does.
True.
Right?
He's been playing well, but.
So we have the game. He's on fire.
Final game tonight? Oh no, we got two. Oh wait, that was last night. Kings and Sharks.
Sharks beat the Kings surprisingly a bit, but this is a game it's the bottom of the West Division for me. Two teams looking for. So
we had a comment from Don't Peak Boy.
Yeah. So I think the Sharks, the Sharks should be better. You still have a time to get better, the time to be ready, but I'm not sure they can.
Yeah, I don't think any of us are fans of Tim Peel. Don't Peak Boy.
Yeah.
All right, and then this game, I don't know. I heard it's postponed. Is it true?
Yeah, it is, right? So it's another game postponed for this week. Really concerned about that part over there. And I think now because I know it's Montreal, so I can have a chance to follow up. The problem Montreal is going to face right now because they're going to condense a lot of games together, and that affect any team that have a problem with COVID-19. Some go through well, some they don't. And more you wait to get COVID, like Montreal, your second half. Now we have more games coming all together. It's harder for Montreal to do that. I'll be not surprised. The game tonight again, Anaheim, it could be also postponed, Michael.
Really?
Because they have 4 players on the COVID-19 yesterday. Ugh. So I'm gonna be surprised over there. And I forgot to mention that part. So we have yesterday we got 4 players for the Anaheim. It was let's go back right here.
Getzlav.
No, it was by the way, Leo Kamarov. He was on the waiver list yesterday.
Is he still playing?
Leo Kamarov, yeah.
Kamarov from the Islanders?
Yeah, he's just on the taxi squad sometime.
Oh, okay. All right, Pierre. I will see you later tonight.
Yes, everybody. Anything else to add?
No.
Any other comments you get around?
No, only the bad one about Tim Peel.
Yeah. It's just hard on them, but it's sad when a guy like them, he's going to be, many experience. I don't know how many games he did in the NHL, but to leave, lose his job like that and move on, it's not fun.
I'm sure he was going to retire, so I'm sure they'll just retire him.
Yeah, we don't know behind this right there, you know what I mean? But again, to keep the integrity, to be sure, no referee does some stuff like that. I think it's very important for the loyalty of the NHL for sure. So that's pretty much it. But I just want to mention to you, Jake DeBrus is on conversation right now to go to Colorado.
For what? A defenseman?
Possible. I think, you have a team like, Colorado, Winnipeg, Islanders.
Interesting.
For me, are 3 teams, and maybe Washington. There are 3 teams. They should look to add players. They believe they can go all the way to the Stanley Cup. I don't see any chance at Tampa. I don't see any chance with Vegas.
Wait, you don't think Tampa's going to make the Stanley Cup?
No, I don't see they will make any change, major chance to improve their team.
Yeah.
right?
Yeah, I don't know what you would do if you're Vegas. I mean, I think that they just need to get a healthy Alex Pietrangelo
They,
back and maybe Leonard. If they
yeah,
can get those guys back, they're set. Colorado, I could see picking up a winger would probably be helpful.
I
They
agree
had
with
one
you.
more second line type winger. So Nebraska is interesting. The Palmieri trade was proposed, would have been interesting. We got kind of caught on that.
Winnipeg, a defenseman.
Winnipeg would really benefit from a defenseman. They're not far off though. They're interesting.
Do you believe Edmonton would make a move?
I mean, it's going to be difficult for them to make a move, but it would be smart if they got. I mean, they have two holes to me. If they could figure out one more defenseman that can play top four consistently, with Clefbaum gone. Although Barry's been great, Nurse has been great, so maybe that's not such a big deal. Bear's been a bit of a struggle. I like Bouchard more and more, Evan Bouchard. But I definitely, if they had a second line scoring guy that was more consistent, would be nice.
Yep. I just mentioned to you, Colorado, B-Ram was out again yesterday.
Was he?
Lower body injury, so it's a day-to-day, but it's another problem he have out there. Kane yesterday got his 665 assist, Michael, as a winger. He now became the fourth in NHL. I want you to tell me the three players winger have the most assists like him.
How many assists?
As a winger, Kane is number 4 now at 665 helper. Now you have three-player winger have most assists to him. Who are
Yari Curry?
Who?
Yari Curry?
Yeah, 731. You're missing 2.
It might be Luke Robitaille.
No.
A playmaking winger. Who would be a winger? I mean, is there a Mahavlich in there? He doesn't even have that many points. Geez, who's a really good playmaking winger? Is Mike Bossy in that discussion? He didn't play that long though.
No.
He was. I don't know. I'm probably going to be like, damn it, that makes sense.
Yeah. Yager.
Oh yeah, of course. Yager's the greatest of all time. Yeah.
770 is a number 1, by the way. Number 771.
So any winger? What do they consider Yager? Left or right?
Yeah. But one player I was surprised. Play for Montreal Canadiens. Guy Lafleur.
Yeah, I guess that's right, because he was a winger. He wasn't a centerman.
Yeah.
So that makes sense.
You have 728 assists.
Oh, yeah. That doesn't. I mean, he had 130-point seasons.
Yeah, but I expect him more like a score. Like you talk about Bossy, you talk about Robitaille. For me, it's a type of him, like they get more goal assists.
I don't think so. You got way more assists. Here, look.
Yeah, more assists. You have 10 goal, I believe.
Which is great. I mean, he's a superstar. Like the original Flower, 66, 69, 80, 72, 77, 75. There might have been some padding in there. I don't know. Didn't they give him
look at 119, 125, 120, 135, 132, 119, 125. The guy was on fire for 5-6 years in his show.
He's the best player in the NHL for a while.
Wow.
Like who was in this time? Maybe Bobby Orr.
It was late Bobby Orr, Michael, because Bobby Orr was in 70, 71. That time, you had not many teams. It was only Montreal.
Yeah, because it was 67 was expansion, right? So Boston came in, but he's about the same time.
So maybe that time I would say to you, one player was good on that time. It was Gilbert Perreault.
Oh, Perreault was ridiculous. Yeah.
Right. So those 70s.
I don't know. He didn't have that many points though, did he?
Well, he have a couple of good seasons with Richard Martin and René Robert, the French connection.
Yeah, the Robert and Pitt Martin.
Yeah.
But he really by comparison, those guys were definitely
But
ahead
look,
of.
he have a good year. 90, 96, 115, 195.
But
You
he's
know what I
not
mean? Like
32.
what?
He's not like Guy Lafleur and Bobby Orr. Like
No,
Bobby Orr was like
no. But again, he's a title
120,
blood
139,
joiners, and
135, 122.
you know what I mean. Like during those time, he was pretty good. You know what I mean.
He
You
was.
know,
Oh,
we can mention also Phil Esposito.
I was gonna bring him up because he was like, look at this, Pierre. 152, 133, 130, 145, 127, 126. Come
Yep.
on. Jeez. Look at
Yep.
this. 40, 49, 43, 76, 66 goals for, 55, 68, and 61. Come
Yep.
on.
What he did after that, he won.
Rangers, so it's junk. He couldn't get 100 points on the Rangers. He hated that team. They were like losers.
That's a big trait.
Was it Ken? Who was in that? Ken Hodge and Stanfield for Pip Martin, Jack Norris, and Gilles Marat.
Jean Rattel. No,
No, that was this trade, wasn't it? Oh yeah,
wasn't
right.
it?
That was the
Yeah.
Chicago trade. Oh yeah. That's right.
Yeah.
Jean Rattel was a very good player.
Jean Rattel with Vic Edfield and Rodrigue Gilbert.
Yeah, Jean Rattel was a gentleman.
Me, I remember like Ed Jacobin.
Oh my God, the goalie.
And Toronto that time was Mike Palmetier.
I loved Mike Palmetier.
I was just loving this one, like Mike Palmetier. He was the left one. He was on the other side, goaltender.
Yeah, Mike Palmetier is he still scouting? I don't know if he is.
Yeah, and my and you want a story? So Mike Palmetier, so Steve Briere, my buddy, he goaltender go for the Toronto Maple Leaf, and he went to the meeting as his first meeting. Yeah, Mike Babcock, Jacques Lemaire, Lula Mariello, my Shanahan. You know what I mean? Those guys and the table around Steve Briere, and then you have Mike Palmetier, and they have other players and he said, I cannot talk. I don't want to open my mouth. And he said, Mike Palmetier was tell the people some comments, and he was like, oh my God, this is not good. This is not right. And Briere, Steve, he don't want to talk. He said, I have about 200 Stanley Cup beside me, and I don't want to tell to Palmetier, no, it's not true, because Palmetier was a scout for the Toronto, but he was telling him he would said maybe that goaltender is this, and then Briere was said no, he's not this, but Stevie doesn't want to talk about this because he said, what do you think he would tell me, right? Who are you? So I want to give him credit for Mike Babcock on that one, because he's always protect Steve Briere at the beginning, because it's not easy when you're not on no, right? And
remember when the referees had their names on the back of their jerseys?
Is it Myers, him, or Lewis?
I'm not
Who's
sure.
this guy?
Lewis.
Here we go. I know my people.
Those are the days they had their names on their jersey, and they're like, oh.
I always see this. I see this right now. I see like Steve Lammer. Look the net.
Oh my God! It's Tom. It's what's his name? Terry. Oh my God. Not Terry.
No, Crozer.
Tessier. Orville Tessier.
Orville Tessier. Wow. What penalty shot?
Yeah.
I don't know who's Patterson, by the way.
Rick Patterson?
I don't know. Check the square, the crease. Like those guys right now, I don't know if you still have some people here, but I'm not sure you have some. Look, Palmetier.
Way out. He stacks the pads. Oh, come on. Come on, Pierre.
Did you see the player? Like he goes straight to the net. Like he did not go left and right. Like the hockey. Like that's crazy. Look the stand. Oh my God! Look the jersey.
Wasn't Rick Patterson?
Bojay Salming.
Boris Salming. Rick Patterson was forward too. Jeez, that's why the guy. Look, he barely skate. Probably he was like a fourth line forward though. He had like he was not good. No move on that. Well, he tried to put his stuff in between the legs, but I love when Palmentier came back for the old timer game and he made insane saves and he got hurt. In the outdoor game, they brought him back. Did you see that?
Yeah.
So they bring him back and he got injured. They had to carry him out of the game because he made a spectacular save. The guy's like 65 or something.
I just want to mention this to you. I just heard this right now. Connor Bedard have 10 points the last 6 games.
Yes. So all the people that were saying this guy is like not, he was the first exceptional player in the WHL. This guy is ridiculous. Oh my God, look who's here. Craig Minervini. Oh my God, Craig, where are you? We have Craig Minervini. We're watching Mike Palmentier videos to wrap up the show.
Hey Greg, I'm sure you remember Mike Palmentier, Craig.
You saying save Pierre?
Look the mask.
I love it. Watch, and then he was done. They had to carry him out. He's like, I'm done. So this is 2016, Pierre. He's got to be 60. Okay, Holmstrom. Look at Holmstrom. Is that Holmstrom? How are they in the same game?
How old he was, like 40?
Not Mike Palmentier, though. Holmstrom, maybe. But and they had to pull him out of the game.
No, this was the addendum game, right?
Yeah, it's 2016. So
yeah, you have to get out the game.
Yeah, so let's look. How old is Mike Palmentier?
Like 60. Look, he was 20 or 70. He's 68, 72.
He's 62 in this game. like he's a maniac. Yeah, he always had knee problems, right? Remember, he always had knee problems because he was doing crazy stuff. He made an incredible save on Holmstrom. That was the last save of his career. He's done. It's over.
Dave Ellett.
That was the greatest.
He was said, "Where's the beer now?"
Oh my God, Dave Ellett. I have problems with him. Hate Dave Ellett. Yeah.
You know what? I'll be honest with you. Like, I know he's 61, but you see those guys was compete. Like, look, he tried. He gave everything on that shot. Yeah. He said, you know what? He should say the guy, go around me. Who care? Right?
So, first of all, scrambling netminder. He wasn't scrambling. He was a reflex goalie, Craig. Remember reflex goalies?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. Okay, tough news for Tim Peel. So I'm on the, for sure. I think, look, there's some hypocrisy here. That's kind of what my point this morning was, Craig. We've never heard of people, we have terms, make up call. There's a reason. Putting away the whistle. There's a reason. We allow judgment by referees, and that's always been the case. So to single him out, I think is a little hypocritical. Is he stupid for being on the hot mic and making a comment that, I wanted to get the next one? Yeah. Judgment game. Exactly. So I think that it's kind of hypocritical. Do we like the referees deciding anything? Is it as annoying? No, you want integrity, but let's have real integrity. Let's say, listen, this is a judgment game. Let's be human about it. These guys aren't robots.
Yeah, one guy said this right now here he said Tim Peel just got caught, said out loud what many officials think all the time.
Exactly. There's bigger problems with refereeing than Tim Peel.
Yeah.
And he was probably saying Nashville lost the benefit of the doubt, probably called a few ticky-tacks the other way. Exactly. He was making it up. He was trying to have a makeup call. So, that's, in a sense, that's human judgment that we've always seen from referees. Pierre and I, we've been on the bench before. You see it. Sometimes they're biased. Sometimes they have a different flavor. If you're a good coach, and this is what John Hines, I think, was saying is, hey, no excuse. We should have done something with that advantage or that shorthanded. Like, we have to kill that penalty. That's our job. And that's what we did. And that's the way you think of as a coach. We practice penalty, kill, and power play for a reason, because I can't control what the refs do. And the NHL's always protected the refs, Pierre. You can't even say anything about them. You get fined.
Yep. Leo Kamarov, he was clear from the waiver list, by the way. Just want to mention that.
That's a Frenchy tactic.
Yeah.
Craig's been watching you on the bench.
You know, Craig ref with me a couple of games, so yeah. So that's Craig tell me all the time, by the way, just kidding. Greg said, yeah, the white team is the next penalty. Check this, rep. That's funny.
Now we know the truth. Pierre's. That's
the
refs. And Craig, they're biased on favor of the refs.
Well, but when he's with me on the ice, he's a star. I'm just behind me. He's a star in everything he does. So, so
the overachiever in this group.
Yeah, no, it was fun. That's all about.
Love it.
Yep. So that's conclude the show for today. Thanks, Greg, to stop by. We appreciate it. Look forward to see you next maybe next week or following week. And we miss you. And your Panthers lost again back to back, first time in 10, 11 attempts. I think there was 9-0-1, Michael, this year with no back-to-back game. It was the first time this year he lost 2 games back-to-back.
Wow.
Yeah. So there was 9-0-1 before yesterday. So, but again, like you said earlier, Barkov maybe hurt them.
He says he enjoys working with you.
Yeah, I love him. You know what I mean? We have a good time. His son played for me, a junior, by the way, Michael.
Oh, that's cool. I didn't know that.
Yeah, he's awesome. A goaltender.
Like
maybe he was thinking about Mike Palmetier too. No, just kidding.
I love him.
Yeah, his son is great. He's I don't want to mention. Maybe Greg would tell you. I think he's in the pilot, everything like that, in North Florida. He's in Daytona, I believe. He played. They have a team called. I think it's not. I'm not sure. It's ACHA team over there. Yeah, Max Minervini. Yep. You're going to see Palm Beach over there, I believe.
Oh, he played ACHA 3, so he's playing like college. What do you call it? Club.
There you go. Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, cool.
Yep. So just want to mention this to you.
ERAU. There you go.
You got it.
Bob Joyce. I remember Bob Joyce. Bob Joyce, Washington, and
Boston Bruins.
And Boston Bruins, right?
Yep. You have a good year over there.
He did. He had a few good years. Was he an American player too, I think, right?
Yeah. He was not wearing number 23. Could be wrong.
I always get him confused with John Drews, but yeah. Weren't they in the same team? Yeah, he was all right. He had one good year. He looked like he was going to be a superstar here. 49-12. Like,
yeah.
So he had 61 points his first, 92 NHL games. Oh, he was Canadian. I didn't know that. He's St. John. Okay. Oh, he went to North Dakota. That's what it was.
Exactly.
Yeah, he was all right. 83 points in 158 games. That'd be like a $4 million player now, Pierre.
I'm sure he wished he was that year, right? That area. Those players, right?
Yeah. These would be great numbers now.
Imagine Guy Lafleur.
Oh my God, come on.
He's about $10 million, $12 million.
Easy. He'd still be the greatest player.
He's sick, right? He have a cancer.
Oh, I'm sorry to hear that.
Yeah. He recovered really a bit, but
and I didn't know
good.
That. Yep. That's good.
Yep. He has some franchise restaurant. He struggled a lot. There you go.
Crazy. All right, I gotta go work.
All right, everybody. Thanks again. Thanks, Greg. Stop by. Thanks, NHL. Thanks, Domi. Everything like that, whatever they are. And thanks for everybody. Look forward to see you tomorrow, Thursday, 11 o'clock for what? Another great show of the Hockey Nation Live Show. Thanks, everybody. See you tomorrow. Happy Wednesday.
Jumping on.